We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right inside. 54, right there. 54 miles. I got it.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. To throw is Darnold. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 32-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Nick.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And an alley to run. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
First down, Jets.
Here we go, side. Mike 54. Too low, cut. Hey, watch. Hey, ready? Hey, Alpha. Mike 54. Lady. Fellas, let's set it. Let's go.
Darnold on first down. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
180.
23-yard line.
White, hot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Red 80. Right here.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check three. Red 80. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a game of 6. And it's 3rd down.
56 right there. I got him.
Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard. Line.
First and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10. Here's Darnold. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. And it'll be a second and long.
A loss of 11 on the sack. It's second down.
We're going to start. Young lady. Hey, orbit. 951, 951. Ready? Get ready.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 89 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Bell sheds him off. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got
a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Colby Listenby, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Don't say nothing. 65. Choose the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Crowder now to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
His throw caught at about the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come. Check out. No waiting. No waiting. Coaching spill.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Darnold into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They're able to haul it in as Kittle. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Under 21. Check. 11.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. Oh, you got deep. Go.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he is out Bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's good for a 49ers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Single, single the slot,
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call, and they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. I got you.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He was brought down by Darryl Roberts.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Two.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check it out, lady.
Faking the give, Darnold. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to float this one deep, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Colby Listenby with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 42-all. Matt Crusher is set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
49ers, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey,
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! 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 6 down! Check 6 down! Ahead! Ahead!
Now it's Breida. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 39, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Double time. Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo going up top. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 7, Mike 7. Hey, pick your game up. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Here we go, here we go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
51 to Mike. Check back, check back. Young lady. Hey, Charlie. Crouch. Here we go, here we go. Hey, lady. Twins.
On first down, Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Bell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Jets on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time there was a turnover.
And caught up to him. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
You ain't doing nothing today.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Play action. It's Darnold letting one go deep for the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Then
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Watch the safety creep. Check 31.
Black.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Shift. No, lady. Here we go.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Colby Listenby there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Here's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Well, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
21. Set hut.
Mike 7. Shoot.
Flag. Set hut.
Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a give coming right is Breida. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check 24.
This is Breida. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run with Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, you know, in this situation, they're making the adjustment to be more aggressive. You got to wrap that football up.
Yeah, it always amazes me that people don't understand that well, because you're going to come in as a defense. The first guy makes the tackle, you try and stand up the ball carrier, and here come the rest of the guys trying to knock the ball out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's coming.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.